pedaling down a mountain on a unicycle. It's a difficult task, but not impossible. Stefanie Dietze has spent years training to fulfill her dream. As far as hobbies go, hers is not the most common.
I ride a unicycle because it's always challenging. The more you do it, the harder it gets. And it's great fun, of course.
Bruises are just part and parcel of mountain unicycling. Stefanie takes it in stride. 2 years ago, she moved from Vienna to Berlin, a very flat city. But she has managed to scout out areas to train, like Berlin's so-called Kite Hill. It's only 99 meters high, but steep enough to serve the purpose.
Downhill unicycling is about cycling down the steepest stretch possible without falling. You fall down a lot, and that's the challenge. Cycling over roots and stones in one go, as fast as you can.
Stefanie has been training for 18 years, up to 3 times a week. She started out at a club in her hometown of Rohlgau, near Frankfurt. As her friends dropped out, she soldiered on. She says the hardest thing is not giving up. After all, it takes weeks to learn how to go just a few meters.
Riding on a unicycle is great. You feel as though you're tricking gravity because it's almost impossible to balance on such a small point. When you actually manage it and are able to cycle along difficult paths with stones and roots, you get an amazing feeling of freedom.
Last year, Stefanie achieved an ambitious goal together with the 4-time unicycling world champion, Lutz Eichholz. They conquered a 3,000-meter-high mountain in the Dolomites over 2 days. And 2 years ago, 3 of them crossed the Alps from Bavaria to northern Italy.
It's fun to climb bigger and bigger mountains because the landscape changes. 3,000 meters is really high up, so there's a lot of rough terrain. It would be exciting to go even farther and reach 4,000 meters, but it would be very dangerous, but challenging.
And on top of all that, Stefanie has started performing tricks on her unicycle using a lighter, smaller model. Her talent won her 2 world championship titles in pairs freestyle.
You can only do these tricks after practicing hundreds or thousands of times. The nice thing about freestyle is that I feel like I'm floating. I perform the trick so it looks really fluid and comes easily, and it's a great feeling when I'm almost hovering over the ground.
Stefanie has also been an avid climber for 4 years. She's a fan of anything that pushes her boundaries and helps her to overcome her fears.
Climbing is a great complement to unicycling. I can use my sense of balance, but I'm working and training entirely different muscles, and I'm facing other challenges. I have to overcome my vertigo and keep going higher when my muscles have had enough.
Discipline is vital for unicycling, and it's something that Stefanie Dietze certainly doesn't lack. And it keeps her looking ahead. Now she's dreaming about riding her trusty unicycle through the famous mountain bike parks of Canada and the US.